Listen, it's not as though I don't realize that there have been several releases to come out in the last month or so, which smell a lot like other fragrances that have already been released and that are already great. It's not as if I'm not aware of that. I acknowledge it. I understand it. But these two fragrances, I have never purchased fragrances from either of these brands before. And the first one, obviously, which is from the Seven Virtues, Clementine Dream, that came out this year. It came out this year. It came out this year. And then Nest New York's latest drop. That's not true. I have purchased a fragrance from Nest. I've purchased a couple of fragrances, nothing full bottle. I think the one that I have from Nest, which I absolutely love. Not a lot of people like it. Vanilla bourbon. Love. Actually, that's my second travel size, the one that I have. So I lied there. Nest has come out with Creme de Clementine. Clementine Dream and then Nest New York was just like, "Oh, let's do creme de clementine." Nobody's done that this year. Hi there, I'm Zenzale. Welcome to my channel, Zen Aesthetic. If you are new here, thank you so much for clicking on my video. And if you're a returning subscriber, come on in. The water is fine. In this video, I'm going to do a comparison of Seven Virtues Clementine Dream and Nest New York's latest release, Creme de Clementine. So Clementine Dream is a fragrance that I remember hearing about when it first came out. Didn't really pay that much attention to it. I've never purchased anything from the Seven Virtues before, and what I put my nose on in Sephora, I haven't been impressed enough with to want to make a purchase. But it is actually kind of ironic that the latest drop from Nest New York, Creme de Clementine, actually is what made me buy the Seven Virtues, or at least smell the Seven Virtues Clementine Dream. So I don't know if I smelled it when it first came out, but if I did not have the reaction that I had when I smelled it like a few weeks ago at Sephora, because I smelled it and I was like, I'm buying this. What? What? It is literally a Clementine Dream. It is so creamy, sweet, musky, sexy, creamsicle yumminess. Like, wow. And it came out this year. It came out earlier this year. So I'm like, okay, this better be good. Like this Clementine, this Creme de Clementine from That's New York better be really good. The Clementine Dream, like I said, I just smelled it for the first time about a week or so ago. I'm in love with it. I think it's amazing. And I'm just like, wow, big cojones on Nest New York for putting out this fragrance. My guess is that perhaps they started developing it before Clementine Dream, or it was already in the works and they couldn't push the brakes on it. I don't know. I love me a clementine fragrance because I love orange notes. I love citrus. I love a note. I love a sweet, almost too sweet, orangey clementine notes. I'm really excited to put my nose on Creme de Clementine by Nest. I've had this sitting here for almost a couple of weeks now. So I'm really excited to finally smell this and see how it compares, in my opinion, to Clementine Dream. But before I do that, I just want to give you a quick refresh of my feelings about Clementine Dream and just spray it really quick on a tester strip. First of all, this packaging. Again, this is my first ever purchase from the Seven Virtues, so I was not aware of this, but this is the travel size, and I just think this sort of apothecaric kind of listing of details about the fragrance in this particular font on the wrapping, the cover, the label is just really cool. And I love oranges, and I think that the orange illustration is really cool as well. This is the orange illustration on the box. Ah, it just looks so refreshing. So uplifting. Absolutely love it. So the top notes of Seven Virtues Clementine Dream are blackcurrant and clementine at the top, magnolia in the mid, and vanilla in the base. Oh, oh my goodness. It is so sugary sweet in the opening. Oh my God. I can't open my eyes. This is fresh, sweet, sugary, creamy, powdery. I've never smelled anything like this. A Nothing in my collection like this. I mean, Vetiver Pamplemousse, the Zara Joe Malone collaboration, which is grapefruits, not Clementine, sort of gives me a little bit of this. Not like this though. It's uplifting, it's sweet, it's bright, it's creamy. And then in the dry down, as I experienced when I first sprayed this, it becomes musky. So it's like a sexy, musky, bright, and also warm, powdery citrus fragrance. It's amazing. Clementine Dream is the perfect name for this fragrance. There's also something in this, and I got to look up the notes for Dave by Henry Rose because I feel like there is a citrus note in that kind of combines some kind of way in that fragrance that makes me that this reminds me of, and I love it. I'm out of words, but it really is like a Clementine Dream. If I smell this and I'm just here not doing nothing, my eyes are closed. My eyes are closed and I am drifting off in a Clementine creamsicle river. It is so freaking good. So in Fragrantica, the notes for Nest New York's Creme de Clementine are just clementine and vanilla. But on Nest New York's website, it lists the notes as clementine, vanilla cream, and blonde woods. It's actually clementine zest. Clementine zest, vanilla cream, and blonde wood. So just three notes essentially. So again, this is the Nest New York travel size box. I really, really have always loved Nest's outer packaging, the dark background with these saturated colors in the illustration. I really enjoy it. For some reason, the front of this looks like a zipper. I'm sure that that wasn't the intention, but that's just where my mind goes. I'm opening this for the first time. This has just been sitting here on my IKEA cubby waiting to be opened. Again, this is the second Nest New York fragrance that I have ever purchased. The second Nest New York fragrance that I've ever purchased in a travel size. I've bought Nest New York's rollerball oils, and like I said, I picked up two travel sizes of their vanilla bourbon fragrance, which came out last year. All right, it's the moment of truth. The opening is very, very similar to Clementine Dream in the air. A little sharper, sweet, something a little more woodier about this. I guess that's the blonde woods. I like it. Very summery, very sweet. This is more blonde woodsy. That is what's giving it its distinction from Seven Virtues Clementine Dream, but still significantly similar without being exactly the same. I do like this though. It's this one has more, it's really has more woodiness coming from it. I don't know. It's it's the woodier of the two, but they're both giving sharp, sugary, sweet clementine. However, and it's going to take time for me because this is a first impression of this one. Clementine Dream, I'm already in love with, love at first sniff with that fragrance. And like I said, I already know that that is a full bottle worthy fragrance for me. This is nice. It's more on the woody blonde woods side. I kind of wonder how I would feel if I smelled this one first before the Seven Virtues. I'm gonna spray it on my skin. I'm gonna spray it on the back of this hand. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, this has a bold opening on my skin, different from Seven Virtues though. I don't know how to say where that difference is coming from, but it is different. It's sweet, yes. It's citrusy, bold citrusy, but they're different fragrances with a lot of similarities. This definitely has more of the woodiness from the blonde woods in it, whereas Clementine Dream is very much more characteristically dreamy, like a light, fluffy creamsicle cloud. Whereas this is more grounded, I would say. Mm. I like this one too. I'm definitely getting the vanilla in it. It's giving it this sort of warmth, and it goes really, really nicely with those the blonde woods note. Yeah, and blonde woods is woodier. It's more grounded, but it's not heavy. Not to be mistaken with heaviness. It's just more grounded. It's more woody, and the Seven Virtues is, like I said, just drifting off on a cloud of creamsicle, creamy yumminess. Those to me are the characteristic differences between these two fragrances. Really, really, really love them both though. Let me know in the comment section down below, as always, if you have tried either one or both of these fragrances. If you like clementine, even if you like clementine notes and fragrance, if you do and you've smelled either or both of these fragrances, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I hope that you enjoyed this video. As always, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you enjoy content like this. And don't forget to click on the thumbs up button down below if you enjoyed this video. I hope that you did. Really, really goes a long way to supporting my channel and helping it to grow. So until I see you in my next video, which will be next week, please remember to enjoy any of the other videos here on my channel until you wait for my next one to drop. I'll see you soon. Bye.